Out from the folds of the Pennine Hills, a stream called the Tees finds its course. Down by the way of Cauldron Snout, and over the hills of High Force, finding its way past Barnard's walls, a stream runs dark and deep, coming quite soon to Greater Bridge, where the meeting waters leap. On by way of Darlington town, to the ancient port of Yarm, where the upper reach of the North Sea tide brings flotsam of dubious charm. Stockton's old castle once stood firm, a symbol of power and pride. Now broken wharves and empty sheds are blind to the dark passing tide. Through the wasted lands to the Newport Bridge, where steelmen hold their sway. In building yards new ships are born, and the docks are alive night and day. High overhead in the smoke-laden air, transport a slender span, reaches out from the Clarence shore, replacing the ferry boatman. As day dawns afresh across the Tees Bay, the seal sands ripple in the sun. Out by Southgare ships go on their way, and the course of our river is run, and the course of our river is run. Oh, well, it happened in old Hartlepool about the time of France. The Emperor Napoleon was leading us to dance. Sailing down the coast came a British man of war, and the captain's pet monkey was washed upon the shore. The Lord Mayor of Hartlepool was walking on the shore when he came across a funny sight he'd never seen before. There was this little fella sitting on the sand, holding up an armor in his tiny hairy hand. Old folks, young folks, everyone and each, come and see the Frenchie that's landed on the beach. He's got long arms, a great long tail, he's covered all in hair. We think that he's a spy, so we'll hang him in the square. The Lord Mayor told the town clerk, who hurried to the shore, that there was a little man where he had been before. A crowd had gathered round because he was the funniest sight, since a timber yard had burned down the previous Friday night. Then Constable Parsons, he comes upon the scene, takes out his notebook and he licks his pencil clean. Causing a disturbance is a serious offence. Anything you say will be used in evidence. Old folks, young folks, everyone and each, come and see the Frenchie that's landed on the beach. He's got long arms, a great long tail, he's covered all in hair. We think that he's a spy, so we'll hang him in the square. Now when the little man spoke, a funny thing was heard. Constable Parsons couldn't understand a word. The reason for his puzzlement the clerk could plainly see. The little man's a foreigner from way across the sea. The little man's a spy, the angry crowd did roar, sent by Napoleon to our native shore. So they grabbed the little fella by his long hairy tail, gave him to the copper who threw him in the jail. Old folks, young folks, everyone and each, come and see the Frenchie that's landed on the beach. He's got long arms, a great long tail, he's covered all in hair. We think that he's a spy, so we'll hang him in the square. They hung the little man on a gallows in the town, a rope all round his neck, his tail all hanging down. A lesson to Napoleon to make himself a rule, not to send his hairy spies to old Hartlepool. Old folks, young folks, everyone and each, come and see the Frenchie that's landed on the beach. He's got long arms, a great long tail, he's covered all in hair. We thought he was a spy, so we've hung him in the square. Hammer it, weld it, roll it to and fro. Cleveland steel is of the best, I'd have yous all to know. Forge it, cast it, mould it how you like. Neat as a Geordie hinny bird, and tough as a Yorkshire tyke. There's men that work below the ground where daylight never comes, and some grow food upon the land and only get the crumbs. There's men stand in the assembly line and wish the time would fly, but give me the lad to roll the slab and bounce the sparks up high. Hammer it, weld it, roll it to and fro. Cleveland steel is of the best, I'll have yous all to know. Forge it, cast it, mould it how you like. Neat as a Geordie hinny bird, and tough as a Yorkshire tyke. The cold northeaster from the Gare freeze your very soul. Then it's the open hearth for me, or where the ingots roll, where thunder shakes the walls about and trembles all the floor, and sparks jump out the soaking pits and sweat runs down galore. Hammer it, weld it, roll it to and fro. Cleveland steel is of the best, I'll have yous all to know. Forge it, cast it, mould it how you like. Neat as a Geordie hinny bird, and tough as a Yorkshire tyke. Take iron by the wagon load and burn it till it's white. Then blast it through with jets of gas until your mixture's right. Then shovel in your lumps of lime and set the sky aglow. Add some spit and lots of sweat and make your steel to flow. Hammer it, weld it, roll it to and fro. Cleveland steel is of the best, I'll have yous all to know. Forge it, cast it, mould it how you like. Neat as a Geordie hinny bird, and tough as a Yorkshire tyke. There's men that work below the ground where daylight never comes, and some grow food upon the land and only get the crumbs. There's men stand in the assembly line and wish the time would fly, but give me the lad to roll the slab and bounce the sparks up high. Hammer it, weld it, roll it to and fro. Cleveland steel is of the best, I'll have yous all to know. Forge it, cast it, mould it how you like. Neat as a Geordie hinny bird, and tough as a Yorkshire tyke. Neat as a Geordie hinny bird, and tough as a Yorkshire tyke.
I once was a clerk of low degree, and nobody even noticed me. Now I look down from me lofty rank, and I laugh to myself all the way to the bank.
For I'm a millionaire, I'm a town hall millionaire. I've been promoted top of the heap, I don't so nearly as much as I reap. My salary's enough to make you weep. Now I'm a millionaire.
These government fellas have passed a decree for robbery now they've licensed me. The way I get money is simply great. All that I do is double the rate.
Double the rate, double the rate, for I'm a millionaire. I'm a town hall millionaire. I've been promoted top of the heap, I don't so nearly as much as I reap. My salary's enough to make you weep. Now I'm a millionaire.
The organisation's a hell of a laugh. There's half the work and twice the staff, but I can afford to be profligate. All I need to do is double the rate.
Double the rate, double the rate, for I'm a millionaire. I'm a town hall millionaire. I've been promoted top of the heap, I don't so nearly as much as I reap. My salary's enough to make you weep. Now I'm a millionaire.
I've made the ratepayer such a buffoon. He pays the pipe but I call the tune. And if he should dare to agitate, all I need to do is double the rate.
Double the rate, double the rate, for I'm a millionaire. I'm a town hall millionaire. I've been promoted top of the heap, I don't so nearly as much as I reap. My salary's enough to make you weep. Now I'm a millionaire.
I tighten the screws whenever I choose. I make them an offer they can't refuse. Politely then I commiserate.
Oh, you're so kind.
And sorrowfully I double the rate, double the rate, double the rate.
I'm a millionaire. I'm a town hall millionaire. I've been promoted top of the heap, I don't so nearly as much as I reap. My salary's enough to make you weep. Now I'm a millionaire. Now I'm a millionaire.
Now ye merry musicians of Teesdale, who love on the fiddle to play, who go unto concerts and parties where music and dancing hold sway. Your music is sweet and you please us with many a fine melting strain, but the best of your chorus tin from us, our favourite brave old Parkin Raine.
He's gone, and we'll never let merry night see him again. The people of Teesdale will ever remember brave old Parkin Raine.
So neatly the bow he could handle, and few men could true a time beat. We heard his performance with pleasure, his tones were so mellow and sweet. Though praised by the dalesmen around him, he ne'er was conceited and vain. A plain, unassuming good fellow was a fiddler, brave old Parkin Raine.
He's gone, and we'll never at merry night see him again. The people of Teesdale will ever remember brave old Parkin Raine.
At fairs, plays and sports we now miss him, where the tail lads and lasses oft met, to follow the practice of dancing, those scenes we can never forget. His polkas, quadrilles, reels and hornpipes kept toe and heel going amain. Few men were so skilled in such music as a fiddler, brave old Parkin Raine.
He's gone, and we'll never at merry night see him again. The people of Teesdale will ever remember brave old Parkin Raine.
When farmers had finished their harvest, they often for Parkin did send, and got all their workers together country damsel, and many a hard-handed swain kept up the enjoyment till morning to the music of old Parkin Raine. He's gone, and we'll never on merry night see him again. The people of Teesside will ever remember brave old Parkin Raine. He always was hearty and cheerful, and ne'er in the least thought it wrong to mingle with social people and sing a good old hunting song. But the cry of the hounds pleased him better as they sped o'er hill, dale and plain, with the loud tally-ho of the hunters. A sportsman was old Parkin Raine. He's gone, and we'll never at merry night see him again. The people of Teesside will ever remember brave old Parkin Raine. By Stavemore and Brough they well knew him, he did at their holly nights play. 'Tis long since the holly was lighted, the custom is now done away. His fiddling and hunting are over, he's gone from this drear world of pain. But the people of Teesside will ever remember brave old Parkin Raine. He's gone, and we'll never at merry night see him again. The people of Teesside will ever remember brave old Parkin Raine. He's gone, and we'll never at merry night see him again. The people of Teesside will ever remember brave old Parkin Raine.
Come in, the Johnny Moss, your time is all done. For the council has said that you've had a good run. Come in, the Johnny Moss, come out of the sun. For you're bound for the scrapyard and the vandals have won. Make way for the breakers, men, give 'em some room. Let the bulldozers push and the hammers ring down. Johnny Amos, you're weary like an old iron horse, and now you've retired and the spent is your course. Now folk who want to see you just put out to grass, but with vandals in council it'll not come to pass. Make way for the breakers, men, give 'em some room. Let the bulldozers push and the hammers ring down. Johnny Amos, folk wish to admire your old frame, but the spokesman from council does hereby proclaim you're a part of old Teesside and that will not do. So it's off to the scrapyard, we bid you adieu. Make way for the breakers, men, give 'em some room. Let the bulldozers push and the hammers ring down. old Stockton and the things that we knew, till the customs house been answered the Black Lion too. Now the good old Johnny must a scrap they'll reduce, for the pandos in council are out on the loose. Make way for the breakers, men, give 'em some room. Let the bulldozers push and the hammers ring doom. Make way for the breakers, men, give 'em some room. Let the bulldozers push and the hammers ring doom.
While others are leaving to find pastures of plenty from cold concrete rows and signs of no entry, I'm satisfied sitting by my own river Tees, out by the Gare where the winds make you freeze. It's Teesside in Yorkshire that's still in my blood, the romance of the nasty fumes of ales that mean good. For me home's in the smoke by that cold mucky river, and me ancestors came o'er the wind-bitten heather. Then I turn to the south and I see the high hills, where the cold open moors and the high rugged hills look down over Blakey, the Cross and Rydale, and beauty looks down on the beast of Teesvale. From Dormans who make the steel finest of all, to Wilton and Billingham you must make a call. For he's a transporter, the Newport Bridge too, and that isn't all, we've got better than you. It's Teesside in Yorkshire that's still in my blood, the romance of the nasty fumes of ales that mean good. For me home's in the smoke by that cold mucky river, and me ancestors came o'er the wind-bitten heather. So from it and Teopiatai and Kildale and all, to the Borough and Stockton, to the Tees River call. Let's lift up our jars and drink a toast to the Tees, from the gritty old docks to the Gare where you freeze. It's Teesside in Yorkshire that's still in my blood, the romance of the nasty fumes of ales that mean good. For me home's in the smoke by that cold mucky river, and me ancestors came o'er the wind-bitten heather, and me ancestors came o'er the wind-bitten heather. Well, the bride she was a foundry lass, and the groom he was a Moulder, turned up at his wedding with his shovel on his shoulder. The bride still had her goggles on, scarf tied around her head. She didn't wear no lily white dress, she wore overalls instead. And we didn't throw confetti, we didn't throw no rice, we threw nails and screws and the moulders tools and the workshop so steel vice. She was give away by her father, a retired foundry man, and the best man was a fettler, by the couple he did stand. The ring it was presented and very quickly dropped. 'Cause he'd cast it at work that morning, and the bloody thing was still red hot.
And we didn't throw confetti, we didn't throw no rice. We threw nails and screws and the moulders, tools in the workshops, those steel vice.
They held the wedding breakfast at a Cannon Street hotel. There was cider, rum and chewing gum, tatty crisps as well. A wedding cake of moulding sand, filled with nails and screws. So when they tried to cut it, oh, the knife it broke in two.
And we didn't throw confetti, we didn't throw no rice. We threw nails and screws and the moulders, tools in the workshops, those steel vice.
When the reception it was over and the guests they did depart, the couple for their honeymoon they made an early start. They wrapped a paper carrier, a diesel train they took to visit a couple of workmates that lived at Nook.
And we didn't throw confetti, we didn't throw no rice. We threw nails and screws and the moulders, tools in the workshops, those steel vice.
Well, that was just 10 days ago, and the couple are back at work. He's back making castings while she sweeps the foundry dirt. They're arguing and bickering all the whole day through. Christ, you ought to hear the language the foundry head turns blue.
And we didn't throw confetti, we didn't throw no rice. We threw nails and screws and the moulders, tools in the workshops, those steel vice.
In summertime the blue sunset fills a grey northern sky. Across the grime-covered rooftops the yellow seagulls do fly, and the grime from the tall factory chimneys turns orange, violet and grey as it moves away down the river and along the amber Tees Bay. Now what makes the blue summer sunset? What turns a northern sky green? What turns the seagulls to yellow when white is what they should be? And the smoke from the tall factory chimneys, oh, why is it not oily black as it rolls away down the river from the top of the tall chimney stacks? And the grime from the tall factory chimneys turns orange, violet and grey as it moves away down the river and along the amber Tees Bay. Now I know the blue summer sunset is caused by factory fumes that fill the sky full of sulphur and turn it greenish from blue. And the light shines on the birds flying and it gives them their yellowy sheen. And the smoke turns orange and violet and reflects in the Tees muddy stream. And the grime from the tall factory chimneys turns orange, violet and grey as it moves away down the river and along the amber Tees Bay. In summertime the blue sunset fills a grey northern sky. Across the grime-covered rooftops the yellow seagulls do fly, and the grime from the tall factory chimneys turns orange, violet and grey as it moves away down the river and along the amber Tees Bay. And the grime from the tall factory chimneys turns orange, violet and grey as it moves away down the river and along the amber Tees Bay, the amber Tees Bay.
The shores of Old Blighty we're leaving behind. The dark lights of Harwich are fading away. When we get to Germany, how shall we find life on a serviceman's pay? Oh, Sergeant, life on a serviceman's pay. We're 200 swannies on a troop-carrying ship, all dressed in our uniforms of brown, all bound for Germany on an overnight trip, serving the nation and crown. The shores of Old Blighty we're leaving behind. The dark lights of Harwich are fading away. When we get to Germany, how shall we find life on a serviceman's pay? Oh, Sergeant, life on a serviceman's pay. We're 200 conscripts, barely but men, with numbers instead of our names. How I long for the day when I come home again, and each man is thinking the same. The shores of Old Blighty we're leaving behind. The dark lights of Harwich are fading away. When we get to Germany, how shall we find life on a serviceman's pay? Oh, Sergeant, life on a serviceman's pay. We'll spend the short night in our hammocks below, till the sergeant wakes us at dawn. When the lowlands of Holland by the rising sun show, it's down on the quay we will form. The shores of Old Blighty we're leaving behind. The dark lights of Harwich are fading away. When we get to Germany, how shall we find life on a serviceman's pay? Oh, Sergeant, life on a serviceman's pay.
Now the mayor and his colleague held a meeting. A proposal was put to the board that a message be sent to a duchess in Kent to come and open a new hospital ward. So the aldermen they held a collection to get the mayor's chain out of pawn, and a message went round to the heads of the town that collars and ties would be worn this time. So the flags and the bunting was flying, and the crowds lined the Middlesbrough streets, and the mayor and his band, with their hats in their hand, waited the duchess for the meet. At the station they waited and waited.
And waited.
Keep up, lads, keep up.
Okay.
But the duchess, she weren't on the train, till the town clerk he cried, "She's at the dockside. She's arrived on the Tees floating crane. The procession it started at Essen, as the Parkin Museum as well. As Kirkup's fruit stall and the Butter Town Hall, into the Baltic Hotel. Oh, the beer in the Baltic was heavy. Oh, the beer in the Baltic was strong. And the Duchess went wild on a pint of brown wine. She was singing the Match Factory song. All wrong, the procession it started at Essen, as the Parkin Museum as well. As Kirkup's fruit stall and the Butter Town Hall, into the Baltic Hotel. Now the Mary down 25 bitters.
Get 'em in.
But the Duchess, she had 29.
Get 'em in.
Then she had one more up and she said, I'm starved. So they went to St. Mary's to dine. The procession it started at Essen, as the Parkin Museum as well. As Kirkup's fruit stall and the Butter Town Hall, into the Baltic Hotel. Oh, the runner bean soup was delicious, and the crab apple melba a dream. It was very well done to the very last crumb, poured thick with evaporated cream.
The procession it started at Essen, as the Parkin Museum as well, as Kirkham's fruit stall and the Butter Town Hall, into the Baltic Hotel.
They came out of the community kitchen. Oh, the crowd, how it cheered and it yelled. And the Duchess was first to go quench your thirst.
Whoa, back in the Baltic Hotel, the procession it started at Essen, as the Parkin Museum as well, as Kirkham's fruit stall and the Butter Town Hall, into the Baltic Hotel.
To the diesel Duchess she staggered, and as they carried her aboard, the town clerk he cried, "Stop! We are blown clean for a go! 10 to
Open the hospital ward, the procession it started at Essen, as the Parkin Museum as well, as Kirkham's fruit stall and the Butter Town Hall, into the Baltic Hotel.
You have tempted me here with your hills and your moorlands, your clear mountain streams flowing down to the bay. I have come to your town from a small rocky island, but in valley and highland I will stay, I will stay. There is smoke in the air from your tall factory chimneys, red brick turned brown, where the kids laugh and play. But your land lives with legend and sings with proud music. In your valleys and highlands I will stay. You have tempted me here with your hills and your moorlands, your clear mountain streams flowing down to the bay. I have come to your town from a small rocky island, but in valley and highland I will stay, I will stay. I have walked by your river that flows dark and dirty, seen you dressed in fine colors of April and May, seen the smile in the eyes of your sons and your daughters. In your valleys and highlands I will stay. You have tempted me here with your hills and your moorlands, your clear mountain streams flowing down to the bay. I have come to your town from a small rocky island, but in valley and highland I will stay, I will stay. I will stay by your rivers, your wide open moorland, where heather grows golden, where trees sing and sway. In your hot dusty sun and your smoky old cities, in your valleys and highlands I will stay. You have tempted me here with your hills and your moorlands, your clear mountain streams flowing down to the bay. I have come to your town from a small rocky island, but in valley and highland I will stay, I will stay.
I shipped on board of a Liverpool whaler,
Hey, roll and go.
I shipped on board of a Liverpool whaler
For to spend my money on Sally Brown.
Now open aloft this yard must go, boys.
Way, roll and go.
Open aloft this yard must go,
For to spend my money on Sally Brown.
shake and open the way we'll go, boys.
Way, roll and go.
Up and aloft from down below,
For to spend my money on Sally Brown.
we'll spread our wings and we'll let it go free, boys.
Way, roll and go.
Spread our wings and let it go free,
For to spend my money on Sally Brown.
Sally Brown's a game mulatta.
Way, roll and go.
She was thin, well now she's fatter.
For to spend my money on Sally Brown.
I thought I heard the yard man say, boys,
Way, roll and go.
one more pull and then be late.
For to spend my money on Sally Brown.
There's fire on the foretop and there's fire on the chin.
Tommy way, hi-yo.
There's fire on the foredeck and there's fire on the main.
There's fire down below.
She was just a village maiden with red and rosy cheeks.
Tommy way, hi-yo.
And she went to church on Sundays and she sang this anthem sweet.
There's fire down below.
The passing was a misery, all scraggy and all thin.
Tommy way, hi-yo.
He says, look here, you shellbacks, if you lead a life of sin.
There's fire down below.
This passing had a daughter who was sweet as sugar candy.
Tommy way, hi-yo.
I says to her, oh, sailors that make lovers fine and handy.
There's fire down below.
She says to me, you sailors is a bunch of blowing liars.
Tommy way, hi-yo.
And all of yous is bound for hell to feed the flaming fires.
There's fire down below.
There's fire in the cabin, lads, and in the galley too.
Tommy way, hi-yo.
There's fire in the forecastle, and it's damn cold for the crew.
There's fire down below.
Oh, fire up and fire up and fire down below.
Tommy way, hi-yo.
The lasses all is waiting there in Hartlepool, you know.
There's fire down below.
Brochanlahm, sit down, alarm, say Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochanlahm, tanalam, Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochanlahm, tanalam, Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochanlahm, tanalam, Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochanlahm, sit down, alarm, say Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochan tana 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 Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochan tana 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 Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochan tana 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 Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochanlahm sit down and lump sit Brochanlahm a sugan. Hugge varan darna gil and lisha Brochan sugan. Hugge varan darna gil lisha Brochan sugan. Hugge varan darna gil and lisha Brochan sugan. Brochanlahm sit down and lump sit Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochan tana 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 Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochan tana 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 Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochan tana 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 Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochanlahm sit down and lump sit Brochanlahm a sugan. She on road to Yeva Mitchani and Gondunya. She on road to Yeva Mitchani and Gondunya. She on road to Yeva Mitchani and Gondunya. Brochanlahm sit down and lump sit Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochan tana 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 Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochan tana 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 Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochan tana 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 Brochanlahm a sugan. Brochanlahm sit down and lump sit Brochanlahm a sugan. I saw a fair maid walking by.
Fair maid is a lily-o.
She looked at me and winked a by.
Come to me quietly, do not do me injury, gently jolly me Jingalo.
I put me arm around her waist.
Fair maid is a lily-o.
She laughed and turned away her face.
Come to me quietly, do not do me injury, gently jolly me Jingalo.
I kissed her lips of ruby red.
Fair maid is a lily-o.
She blushed and tenderly she said,
Come to me quietly, do not do me injury, gently jolly me Jingalo.
She says the parson's near at hand.
Fair maid is a lily-o.
I slipped a ring all on her hand.
Come to me quietly, do not do me injury, gently jolly me Jingalo.
I married that girl that very day.
Fair maid is a lily-o.
Between the sheets and she did say,
Come to me quietly, do not do me injury, gently jolly me Jingalo.
Come to me,
come to me, quietly, do not do me injury, gently jolly me Jingalo.